What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about the new wheels that I bought for my Charger that are going to replace the Demon wheels that I currently have on there. So the Demon Replicas, the look just isn't doing it for me. From day one, I've kind of questioned whether I should have bought those or not. The blackout look, which is so popular nowadays, just got old really quick for me. So I decided to start shopping for new wheels and came across these. So these are American Racing AR924s. And the finish is called gloss graphite. I believe they also make them in a matte black. And so these came out last year, 2018. So I really hadn't found very much information on them at all other than what's listed on the American Racing site, as well as, a couple very short clips on YouTube of just showing what the wheels look like. Really, no one's done a full review of these wheels that I could find. So hopefully this will be the first official kind of full review of these wheels to kind of give you guys an idea of what's great about these wheels. And obviously they're not on the car yet, so I'll follow up once they're mounted with tires and all that. American Racing has been around since the 50s. They're really pretty much the originator of aftermarket wheels. Most everyone who's into cars knows what the torque thrust wheels are. That was American Racing. So they've been in the game since the very beginning of modifying cars. Lately they've been trying to get more into the modern muscle car look. So they have this and a couple other styles that are more of a modern take on muscle car wheels. These are 20 inches by 9 inches. And of course they're the 5x115 bolt pattern for the Chargers. And it's a kind of a classic split 5-spoke design. It remind me a lot of the Super Track Pack wheels that I had on my car. That was the wheel set I had before the Demons. I think this is wheel set number 6 that will be going on my car, which is ridiculous. But the Super Track Pack wheels that I had that were hyper gray looked very similar to this design. They have a little thicker spokes, but again, a split 5-spoke. So these are cast wheels, but they are flow formed. And what that means is that the front of the wheel, the front facing of the wheel is your typical gravity cast. So, they poured it in a mold and it's cast like a normal wheel. But these wheels are flow formed. And so what that means is they're basically cast to about this depth, and then a machine comes in, puts pressure on both sides, and actually stretches the wheel to its full width. And what that does is basically reduces the weight of these wheels greatly, but actually changes the molecular structure of the metal, giving it a tighter grain pattern and making it stronger. So this is kind of the wheel industry's happy medium between regular cast wheels and forged wheels. What is great about this is the process is a lot easier to do than forging out of a solid piece of aluminum, and so the cost is brought down. So compared to the Demon wheels that I have on the car right now, they are cast. For being just simply cast wheels, they're actually relatively lightweight. The front wheels, which are the same size, 20 by 9, weigh 29 pounds. And the rear wheels, Demon Replicas, are 20 by 10.5, so a significantly wider wheel. And I believe the weight is right at 30, maybe 31 pounds. Now, you got to consider tire weight as well. When you put a bigger tire on the back, I have a 305/35, that's additional weight that you're adding. So basically, with the thought of this is that if I could get a nice lightweight wheel, I could save on that rotational mass, which should help with pretty much everything: handling, acceleration, ride comfort's up in the air. I'll have to report back on that because I have noticed that it changes slightly depending on wheel weight. Sometimes heavier wheels can actually make it feel a little less bouncy. So we'll see how that goes when these are mounted, but I don't suspect that it's going to change the ride quality too much. But I should hopefully feel a pretty significant increase in responsiveness, I would think. So with that said, I actually have my bathroom scale here. And so I'm going to give these guys away here so I can show you exactly what they weigh. I've got just a regular bathroom scale, get it set. From what I saw online, there was 2 stats that I saw for these wheels. One said that they weighed 26 pounds, and one actually said they weighed 24 pounds. The OEM Mopar forged wheels, the lightweight wheels, which I've also had a set of, those weighed 27 pounds a piece. I weighed it, made sure it matched exactly what the stats said online. Just for comparison's sake, the SRT Alcoas, which are 20 by 9s, those also weigh 27 pounds a piece. So we're going to put these on the scale, let it zero out, get them on there nice and centered. I'm not going to put any pressure on it, I'm just holding it steady. Take this off and show you what we got here. And again, this isn't, it's a bathroom scale, but it's usually pretty accurate. It says 24.4. I'll give it another way. We'll kind of do a couple different just to give it an average. This time I'm going to put them like this and see if this makes a difference. Just hold it steady. That's actually super balanced, and got the same results. So 24.4 pounds. So I think that's good enough. We got two different ways of measuring it there. That's pretty cool that these wheels weigh, they weigh over 2 pounds less than the forged Mopar wheels. Now, granted, forging, they're going to be strong. I hope these are strong. I mean, they look very well made. And again, the combination of the cast with the flow forming, supposedly they're supposed to be even stronger than regular cast wheels. I've never had issues with any cast wheels I've had on any cars, having cracking or breaking or anything like that. So if they're supposed to be stronger, then I assume these are going to last just as long, if not longer, than a regular cast wheel. First impressions, when I got these, they were packaged amazingly well. They're actually, so American Racing is owned by Wheel Pros, and I guess they own a bunch of different wheel brands. I actually wrote some down. So they own Asante, KMC, a couple other different wheel brands. Gorilla Lug Nuts they own. So they're a bigger corporation that owns a bunch of different brands, and there's pros and cons to that. But I think the pro in this case is that they're able to use that new technology for the flow forming and be able to offer a very, very inexpensive wheel considering what you're getting here. What I like here is you can see where they've tried to reduce the weight. I mean, even little notches here is taking weight off, but these cutouts around the lug nuts is, weight reduction, technique. As well in the back, they've actually notched out these areas here. Again, weight savings is the key here, but the spokes are completely solid. So I think they've just done a really nice job of finishing these wheels and doing what they can to keep them lightweight. It seems like they've done their homework, and again, American Racing has been around for 60, almost 70 years. They know what they're doing. Plus, I just like the fact it's American Racing. I've grown up knowing that name. And, typically my first thing I would do with wheels is I would look into replacing the center caps with Dodge. But I think in this case, I'm probably just going to keep them American Racing. I think it's a nice representation of the aftermarket wheel industry for a muscle car. I'm happy to represent that, and I'm probably going to keep it that way. Lug nuts, I'm going to run some black Gorilla style lug nuts. These will not accept your OEM lug nuts, so that is something you're going to have to buy. Again, these are the American Racing AR924 Crossfires. I don't know if I mentioned the full name in the beginning of the video. So with that said, that's kind of my full review of these before they go on the car. I will obviously do a follow-up video once they're on the car with the tires that I chose and the full setup, and I'll kind of give you the whole overview of why I went with what tires I went with, and I'll give you the final look at how they look on the car. So if anyone has any questions or comments or anything, hit me up. That's it. Again, thanks for watching as always, and hit subscribe if you haven't, and look forward to making more videos soon.